So we're sort of pulling from a phrase that has given you strength in the past or an
Okay.
affirmation that you'd like to work towards in the future.
Um,
And a lot of this also has to do with just like beautiful words that you love to hear, that help you stay the course, I guess. Remind yourself you're wonderful.
okay.
And I'm also going to teach you how to make those words look pretty. So that's
Yeah.
also a bonus.
Okay.
So, um, I'm going to start with the phrase, let's see. I had a couple in my mind, but I think doing just sticking with an I am statement.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so something like, I am an amazing being of light and beauty. I love that.
Oh, I love that too.
And when designing your words, I actually just I start always by just writing out the phrase.
Just like at the top, nothing fancy.
Yeah, and you can always come back
Okay.
and erase it.
Is it cool if I use that affirmation?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I know that went out. There it
Mhm.
says.
Can you say it one more time?
I am an amazing being of light and beauty. You got that?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and from there, let me zoom in a little more. That's nice. Like a nice kind of fisheye too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's so high. So
Hmm.
I may write this out even like a couple times just to kind of get a feeling for the flow of the words and start to understand how all the letters go together I have a very distinct handwriting.
Hmm.
You can't really see it. It's kind of too light to see in this right now,
Hmm.
but I write it on caps usually, except for like a couple letters I just throw in there sometimes. So my eyes have little dots, but that's really it.
Hmm.
And so when I start drawing these words, what I'm going to do is it's almost like when you started drawing in kindergarten or first grade. You do those 3 lines
Hmm.
of your lowercase, your caps, like how high everything should be. And basically, the middle line is like your flow. Let me make that darker. The flow
You
of
want me
the
to draw these?
words
You want me to
and the
draw these lines too?
direction. What's that?
You want me to draw these 3 lines too?
Not yet. I'm
Okay.
just gonna
Okay.
just show you first. So
Okay.
these is the direction and kind of like the shape of the words. And when I fill in with my handwriting, it follows these lines.
Okay.
So I may even want like more of an arch. Or Katie, do you use Photoshop?
Um, I'm. I have a little bit. I've dabbled. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
your camera.
I
Your
know it
camera went
goes
off
out
again.
when we talk, which is really annoying, but I'd still really
No.
want to talk to you and communicate.
Okay. Yeah,
It is
I've
on
dabbled
speaker.
a little bit. I know
Yeah.
basic.
So you might see words that say arch in Photoshop,
Hmm.
and that gives the words like the letters in arch. And it kind of
Okay.
automatically like arcs them. Now we're going to manually arc them.
Okay.
So I take my eye. I like a big, strong eye. And I just connect the top and the bottom.
Oh.
So you've got a nice, strong eye. And really, I also start out by like writing out the word very faintly. Can you see that? It's very faint,
Yep.
but I want the general direction of the word. I want to know that all my letters fit in there.
Okay.
So, like I said, I have a pretty distinct handwriting, so I like to keep it like that. I know it fades. And some things are like letter decisions that you make along the way. Like, will I stay true to this line, this middle line, and have all my, I wish I knew what all these parts of letters are for. I even used to do graphic design and I don't remember what all these parts of letters are. But this bridge in the A that connects like the two lines, like, do I want it to be flat on that line? Do I want it to be a little bit above? Do I want it to even be like below and start like down here or something? Those are decisions that you can choose to break those or you can choose to make those.
Choose your own adventure.
Exactly. But you do want, usually you want your letters to have some sort of consistency
Okay.
so that it's much more legible.
Okay.
So that's what I aim for. Like, and some, even you'll see in some fonts, and this is called lettering. This isn't a font right now. This is lettering. But like the M, does it reach all the way down? Does it stop at the middle line? Does it stop above the middle line? And then I'll come to my A. I am A. It's actually N, isn't it? Ah,
It is.
look at me already. But I'd like to make, I'm going to make more space. I am N. So that's going to be a real sexy N right there. And you can do like crazy things with lettering. I'm sure you've seen so many, I know I lost you again, but so many posters or design work that uses affirmations or sayings with just like gorgeous lettering in them.
Yeah, I've felt called to start doing that and I just didn't know where to start.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, happy to have you here because this is how I do it.
Yeah.
Or this is how I've learned how to do it. And I've taken some classes in lettering too.
Okay.
So might as well spread the knowledge. So I then go back in and I erase it so that it looks pretty. And like I did this without any guidelines. But we can keep it like this too, because, and notice like I made that decision to keep the bar or the bridge spiraling. That bar or bridge at the midpoint line. So I'm going to change this one actually because it's too high. I ran out of light there. And lower that bridge to keep my A's consistent. And that means that it's more readable overall. I like to keep a line of text more consistent unless I really want like a really elaborate word. And words can have rhythm or bounce. I love that words have bounce to them. You might see that like in a music poster, like one word is written and it just feels like a beat. And that's pretty fun. Or like an album cover. A lot of album covers use text in that way, especially older album covers, like from the 40s or so, when they really want to spice up a word. So I'm just refining my I am N. Excuse me. And I want amazing to fit kind of in this arc. And it does have kind of an eye shape, an eyeball shape, which is fun.
Yeah.
And then my middle line, again, that dictates where all the, for lack of a better term, bridges are. And amazing is going to be funky. I already decided that. It's going to be like kind of rounded at the edges. So there's my happy A.
I'm
Rounded
still
usually.
just watching, right?
Oh yeah, you can watch. You can start. I would start.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna start.
Just writing out the phrase.
Okay.
And I would just write it out like 2 or 3 times. So you get a feel for the rhythm of the words. And then follow my lead.
Okay.
Of course, I want to draft this first. On and my G would be so small. So that means I'm going to take this down some. Like you want to draft out the stick letters first. It really is just like grade school, the way you learned your letters in grade school.
Yeah.
It's funny how you can come back to that and totally revamp it.
Oh, art class is always my favorite. It's funny how like in day-to-day stuff, I mean, at least like for me, I've let myself get away from it because it's not my day job or anything like that. It's like if I want to do it, I need to make time for it, and I just haven't been making time for it.
I see. What's your day job? You said you worked in film?
Do
G's are
you
free.
want me to do all capitals?
Do whatever you want.
Okay.
These are your letters right now.
Okay.
I know I have a certain style. I write in all caps usually. But I want you to feel free to express your letters. So this line is super rounded. Just went out of it. It's bad. And I know a lot of people, like you'll see on Instagram, like really brief tutorials or really brief, like how I did this. They use a lot of computer programs. I do not. I do not use computers.
It's kind of nice because it feels more authentic.
Uh-huh. Well, thank you.
Yeah. I know like there's the whole well, I've actually just been introduced to the whole like um polarizing argument surrounding like AI art versus like
Oh, that's a wild one on the internet right now. Yeah.
yeah. I mean I don't know. I guess like I'm still learning about it, but I see both sides of it.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I
You're
mean,
not a fan?
I'm such a like Neanderthal Luddite anyways. Took me forever to get into digital anything.
Yeah. See, it's all, I think, just, it just comes down to the person and their preference.
Hmm.
Some
I
people,
know a lot of illustrators though, and they're not
do
too
you?
happy. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah, I get it. I get it completely.
Hmm.
But also, I don't think it could replace them.
I don't
Maybe it'll
either.
replace some like really lazy people. I mean that on the client end too.
Yeah. Um,
Like they just didn't want to have the money for that anyways. And maybe it'll bring the value back to the artist. You never know how this could go.
yeah.
So what stage are you at right now with this
I'm
letter
on
drawing?
the M of Anne.
Nice.
Hmm.
There's also a certain like my cat wants to come in. Hold on one sec.
Okay.
Come on in. Wait. Hey, come on in. She just likes to come in and say hello, and then she'll leave.
That's what my pups do.
What's up, Weeble?
Oh, what's her name?
Weeble?
Legal?
Uh-huh. Like
Cute.
Weebles, they wobble, but they don't fall down.
Weevil. I got you. I got you.
What's up, sweetie? You feeling lonely? Yeah. So also in lettering, it's called like the thick and the thin. You know about serifs and sans serifs? Well,
Um, I don't
serifs
know.
are the ones with the tails, the letters with the tails or the little lines at the ends of the letter. Sans
Okay,
serif
I
is
think
like a nice clean font like Arial or Helvetica.
sans serif. I like the
Mhm.
clean.
Yeah,
Hmm.
letters can still like they almost still use that just a little bit. Like towards the bottom, a letter might get heavier or thicker. Towards the, again, I'm going to call it the bridge, it might get thinner. It's become such a part of how we understand how letters and words are made, just knowing English,
Hmm.
that we kind of do it subconsciously. I know I lost you.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to write being kind of smallish. And I'm going to see if I can do some more scripty letters there. So my apparently, if your curls go up, it's easier to read.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's a trick.
Okay.
So as long as your curls end on going up, it's like a happier word that's easier to read.
Okay.
There's all this psychology of letters, I guess. Just
Psychology is, yeah, there's psychology in everything.
how we understand things.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're like willing to accept as readable in our minds.
Hmm. This is really interesting.
Now I'm just going to figure out love, light, and beauty. So I'm probably going to write it a couple different ways. So that goes into the G. Maybe I'll do ampersand. Funny ampersand. Slope. I want tiny ampersand. Ampersands are great. It's like I'm rethinking all of this now. So my of leaves. Oh, I know what she wants. She wants dinner.
Yeah, they'll let you know. They won't let you forget it.
I know you will. So my light and beauty are going to fit into those angles. There's like two triangles. So let's see. Let's go. Ampersand, I'm going to worry about later.
I just did one.
Okay. Weeps. Weeble, weep. And I'm going to let this G kind of fall to the background. So it'll be there, but it won't be too loud. I'm just going to clean this up some so I can add in that ampersand.
Hello, kitchen.
And I want my word light to also feel light.
I did the same thing.
So I'm going to make it a little skinny and then have some more serif to it. A little sharper, a little skinnier.
Let's see it.
Yeah. I can even, if I wanted to, I could fit the and right here. Let's just see. I think I'm going to make my oak larger. And is going to be pretty simple. I may even add little stars in between each letter.
Stars?
Yeah, just for kicks. Let me show you. It's right down there.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. Beauty's a little heavier. Evil. Oh, weeps. So Katie, you're going to be using marker
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you can do with marker is when you're done with your lettering and you're in a place where you're happy with it,
Hmm.
just start tracing out the letters, like as like
Okay.
a final. Because I'm using watercolor and gouache.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
I think I have some colored pencils around. Maybe I'll embellish it a bit. I'm gonna start cleaning up my letters. Oh, sweetie. I know it's hard to be you. It's hard. Oh, I see you so much.
There were numerous times that I almost went to art school for
Yeah.
graphic design. Yeah.
Aha.
Yeah.
A lot of graphic
But I,
design isn't taught this way though. Like this is kind of old school, actually.
kind of like it though.
Like this is like what used to get taught in the 40s. Sign
Really?
painting and all that. Yeah, because that was about making the letters by hand
Hmm.
rather than having a million zillion fonts to choose from.
Yeah, it can get overwhelming on Canva sometimes. I like to use Canva when I'm doing like
Uh-huh.
graphic design for work.
Yeah.
I'm not classically trained though, so
I see. But you're in film, you said?
I wear many hats. I work in film primarily, acting and producing, directing,
Yeah.
writing.
Yeah.
I do some copywriting because I create commercials. That's like my main job right now.
Okay.
Um, and sometimes like with different campaigns, I'll create like social media stuff, um, or mock-ups for potential billboards, and yeah,
You sound busy.
it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work for
Yeah.
sure.
You're in the land of that, so
Yeah,
yeah.
I enjoy it. I do enjoy it. Even on the tough days, it's like, oh, this is grueling sometimes, but at the end of the
Long work
day,
days.
yeah.
Self back in.
What do you like to do during the day to keep you busy? Is it mainly coaching?
Yeah, it's been coaching and art. I'm preparing for a really big um it's actually I guess you could call it an art market. The American Craft Council,
Okay.
that's it actually takes place in Baltimore is one of the locations it visits. And it's in March. And I'm just got an intern, met with them today. I'm also doing some teaching and yeah, um, I do I wear many hats as well.
Yeah. I mean,
That's how
art
it
stuff,
is when you're a
that'll keep
creative
you
person.
busy. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes,
Is
yes.
being creative and actually like, executing it can take time.
Mm-hmm. I do
And
definitely wear many
patience.
hats as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. What am I gonna start with? I think I'm gonna start with this color here.
Mm.
Oh. I'm gonna start with this really bright yellow. Nice brush. And this is gouache, so it's more opaque than watercolor, or you can water it down, but it has a lot of intensity to it.
Mm.
So it's pretty bright, which I love.
Can you say that one more time, like the difference between gouache and watercolor?
Oh, gouache, for one, it comes from, well, watercolor can come from a tube too. Gouache is more opaque.
Okay.
It's almost like somewhere in between watercolor and acrylic paint. The colors have a lot of pigment to them, so they're pretty bright and powerful. You can water gouache down and it's more like acrylic. And then you can also paint with it in more opaque ways than you can really with acrylic. A lot of people use a lot of computer programs to imitate gouache
Yeah.
because you can get texture from it, like when you're using it in a dry way,
Mm-hmm.
um, without water so much. And the colors usually really pop, so that's fun. I'm using, I have a nice lime green. This is leaf green. This is just pink. I have a yellow. I have, yes. Got my purple and my orange too. Just gonna do some washes of color behind the I am. Let's see. What's this shade? I have a springy green right now. background. Water. I'm going to do some bluish. Nice ultramarine blue down there. And I'll still be able to see my words coming through. And get a little more opaque.
That's cool.
How are you doing over there, Katie?
I'm doing good. Making progress.
Yeah, from here out, it's really just
Mm.
the limits of your own creativity with how you want to backgrounds or glitter and texture. Mhm. Do you have any questions, Katie?
No, I'm actually almost done with mine.
Oh, cool. Let's get some fuchsia. Yeah, I'll probably come back in this with a colored pencil and just define the letters just a bit more.
Mm.
This one, for whatever reason, I'm really feeling purples and greens.
That's kind of funny because I think we're tuned in
Oh
on the
yeah,
same
that's what you're up to
frequency.
too.
I've kind of got like a greenish blue and a pinkish
Yeah,
purple.
that's so funny. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
Here. Yeah. I'm just about done because I finished. Hey Sarah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I can.
Okay. I'm right now, I think I'm gonna sign off.
Okay, I'm gonna come over to the other area. So let me stop
Just finishing this up. I think I'm gonna leave it where it's at because this is a good start.
Can I see where you're at?
Yeah.
Hello.
It's backwards on my camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome. You feel proud of it?
I am. It feels really good to do this again. I think I'm gonna make it if not a daily practice, a Sunday practice. It's great for Sunday.
Lovely. Yeah. Yeah. That's
I'm gonna commit to every Sunday doing something artistic like this.
Beautiful.
So
Okay.
yeah.
All right.